Assalamu alaikum.
Merhaba.
Khushamedid.
Hoş geldiniz.
Welcome to our YouTube channel with Miyaan
Biwi
Aur
TV.
Welcome guys to yet another review of Pakistani dramas. Today we have an interesting lineup
Interesting lineup. Okay. Oh.
of the same dramas that we have been reviewing for weeks, and thank you for joining us. We will start with Dastak.
They are not joining us. They should join more.
Yes, we want more people to
Please.
join us. So please, if you are watching us, spread the word,
Yes.
give us a like, subscribe to us,
Say like.
and comment below how we are doing
Watch.
and how we can improve ourselves.
Watch me a Biwi Aur TV.
Yes, please. We are a cute couple.
I should not do this. This is girly. Like.
So we are just actually more than reviewing. I know we use the word review because that's like the word to use. We are mostly giving our opinion and our reactions on the dramas that we are watching, and like,
Yeah.
so please share your opinions with us. What do you think? Do you agree with our viewpoints, or do you disagree, or
Yes,
do you
definitely. We want to hear.
I am so want to
Yeah.
hear, and so that we can become a lovely, thriving community on YouTube. So, as I was saying, that
Yes,
today's lineup
is
includes Dastak,
Dastak,
Sher, Behroopia,
and a little bit.
Humraaz, which
Yes.
I just watched. Let's be honest.
Yeah,
Them
I
didn't watch. I
didn't
watched
watch.
and very fast. So, guys, actually, before we move on to reviewing the dramas, I just wanted to say for all the girlies out there, and also guys, I wanted to recommend another show that we currently are watching on Netflix. It's called The Maid, and it's about
Yeah.
domestic violence, but not just physical, about emotional abuse and how a person can get stuck in a toxic relationship and it feels like the end of the world because your worth goes so much down as a woman. And even though that man or your partner may also be a victim of their own abusive childhood or trauma, but that does not give them the license to hurt you or control you, and you should get out of it and first save yourself, and then maybe you can help them also.
Yeah.
So I kind of gave you the gist of what the show is about, but I feel like it's such a job well done, and I think it's already maybe 2 years old or 1 year old, but definitely give it a try, because on Netflix there's so much noise. This is, I feel like, one gem of a show.
True.
So I just wanted to recommend
Yes,
for the
yes,
girls out there, since
definitely.
we are talking about
Yeah, why
dramas
not?
and things.
Why
So
not?
why not? Okay, so let's
start
move
with
on to
Dastak.
Dastak. Knock knock. Okay, I am been saying this. My position
The
keeps
hala, you
changing.
will
I
say.
was saying I was stuck on Feroz uncle. Feroz uncle is irritating,
Now the
annoying the
target
hell
has
out of me.
changed.
My target has changed. It is Kiran,
Yeah.
not Kiran. Sorry, Fiza Khala.
Fizahala.
Fiza Khala, honestly, I don't know what that woman has for Kiran. She doesn't, like, she provokes Kiran herself, and then she goes and complains, oh, your wife is so snarky, your daughter-in-law is such a arrogant girl, and she's so snidey. You provoke her every time. You are taunting her. You are saying, oh, you don't take care of my sister, or like your mother-in-law, or oh, where are you going and stuff, oh, blah 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 blah. I mean, and then she has the audacity to turn back and say, Kiran seems very selfish, Kiran seems very arrogant, Kiran seems very stubborn.
Yeah.
Where is all this coming from? I know I went straight to it, but
No,
I
it's-
really
actually
feel
you are right.
annoyed by it.
No, you are right. Like, actually, where is this anger coming from? Actually, we understood maybe a little bit. She cannot have any child. So
Yes.
maybe because of that, she
That
has...
is-
No, I know. You cannot take it on, like...
No, my thing is, I feel like there is a lack of clarification in the writing. Definitely,
Yeah.
that's a word, because I feel like the justifications for the characters' bad intentions are weak. For Feroz uncle's justification that his brother suffered from a gold digger, I feel like in the beginning it was applicable, but after a
Also-
while it's weak. You've seen Kiran now, you've
Also-
been with her, and what is your problem with the child? That doesn't justify his anger with Shani. Yes.
Mashallah, thank you for 5
No, I was just finishing my sentence.
Always you are finishing just your sentence. I was gonna say also, he should not maybe agree with like what Fiza hala is doing. Like it's hard to say hala. Like in
Hala.
Turkish it is hala, but yeah, hala.
H from the epiglottis.
Hala.
Like,
So okay, we don't need to do that. No, I was saying, so for example, he was like, he was saying, oh, of course, you like someone, so
yeah,
you
so
can...
she tells that I like
Double
Kabir Mamu.
standard, yeah.
So such hypocrisy. He's like, oh, Fiza is very intelligent. She won't make an emotional decision. I support her decision. She must have taken.
But Moise, for Moise's case...
And also he says, oh, Kabir, that guy accepted you even though you have fault, and her fault was that she can't have a kid. So that's not a fault, but like, whatever. They made it like you have a flaw, but he accepted you despite that.
So he's a big guy.
Such a good man. And what about Kiran? Her also not fault, but like if this is a flaw which our society thinks that she's a divorced woman.
Double standard, we can say.
So much double standard. So as I was saying, that I feel like the writer has not adequately justified these characters' bad behaviors. For example, Fiza Khala gives this whole monologue to Kabir Mamu. Oh, I am not a good woman. I was generous to my...
Right. If she's saying these things from her heart, like if
it didn't feel like
serious, but then
her actions don't match.
She's doing with Saif like some deals, like he's literally kidnapping the
child.
Shani.
How can you, as a woman, as a modern woman, also progressive, having lived abroad, how can you, without a mother's consent, allow her son to be kind of kidnapped for the evening or afternoon by her ex-husband, even though he's the father? But you don't know the backstory, how much maybe he's an abusive man, you don't know. It can be a dangerous thing. And you're also, by the way, after Firoz uncle had shared with her that Saif had asked me to help him kidnap, she knows this, so she knows there's a risk in allowing
it was literally, I don't know if it's addition of story, literally like addition, but was it making sense? Not much.
Guys, please let me know if you feel as strongly about Fiza Khala, because I feel like they are trying to show her, oh, she is this person, and since she couldn't have a child, so maybe she has anger and she's taking out her anger. So, and if she is so much self-aware, because she is saying this to Kabir Mamu, if you're so much self-aware, then why are you being such a bee?
No, why aren't you fixing yourself?
And why are you saying, okay, sorry, Kiran, today, because she regretted, they made us think she was guilty that she let Shani go away. So why didn't she still was rude to Kiran and stuff. Anyway, so I feel like it's a big flaw in the story. As much as I loved, and I still love, especially
Dastak.
the relationship between Kiran, Shani, Kiran, and what's his name? Moise. Very good.
Moise,
and even Kabir Mamu's
do you think is Moise same right now?
Okay, Moise is a little bit...
In this house, I feel like he's changed right now in the story.
I think...
He's now, for example, Fiza Khala is doing some things like Moise is saying, oh, it's... He said even like Shani was playing with her phone, so sweet.
Yeah, sweet.
And like...
Oh, sweet.
Yeah. And he was like, sometimes, for example, relax, Kiran.
He's downplaying his family members.
Relax, Kiran.
Yeah.
Like, why would my father do this?
Such a liar. I feel like that was dishonest. Not liar, but dishonesty by Moise, because he saw Saif. He knows his dad is making deals with Saif. He saw them, but he doesn't tell this to Kiran. He actually hides it, so he knows this. So I will say... Actually, I think he gets it from his mother, because I truly feel like his mother also downplays her husband's evilness and even her sisters right now, and so he's like his mother in that way. So guys, this is my whole Dastak thing is I'm so irritated by this unnecessary addition of a character. We already have Firoz uncle helping Saif, so why did we now want to have Kiran Fiza Khala helping Saif? You could have used him again for these things also. So and it's same thing continuing, that Saif takes away Shani, Saif takes away Shani, Saif
one more
takes away
thing
Shani.
I want to say, actually, you will most probably say, of course, he's just a kid, so he can be like this. But I feel like I would expect from Shani to be more a little bit resistant, like for example, to be hesitant to go with, because in the court, literally they talked about this, and he said Moise is my now father, kind of, and he's like very nice, a father, and I like him, kind of, etc., etc. They talked about this, and I mean, I know he's still a kid. He's very small. I know, of course, small kids are also sometimes clever. Actually, very clever they are.
Yeah.
But my only thing is, like, for example, he can just think that my father tried to deceive me. I don't know if maybe in that age you can understand this, but like, I'm just theoretical I'm saying, I will just expect a little bit hesitance. Like, for example, you know, in the first when Seth comes, Shani was like, oh, my father came. Like, I mean, I would expect a little bit like, hello, like Baba. Or whatever, and like maybe okay, you brought some toys. Let me see. Oh, nice toys and stuff. Like a little bit, but not like running towards like him. I don't know. That thing I didn't like much.
Okay, I kind of agree with you, but I kind of think differently also, and I told you.
I know Seth is buying him with toys.
No, not just that. I feel like, okay, despite Seth's so many flaws, he is being disingenuous with his son. There is now, I feel like, genuine love.
After 5 years, mashallah.
Yes, but I do feel like it came late, but there is genuine love, and kids are mostly perceptible. They are very knowledgeable of human, like people's energies. So, for example, Firoz uncle is bad to him, so he can just with energy but with Saif, at least there is that genuine love, and his mother has now told him, yes, he is your real father. So I feel like that child is just, he can't understand such complicated emotions like my father tried to deceive me. He just understands my father loves me and he's giving me toys.
For example, like the teacher told Kiran, your son is a little quiet these days. He's confused. But mashallah, when Saif's father comes, he's just running. But Moi's father comes, there are two fathers. When Moi's comes, for example, Shani is like...
He's fine with Moi's, but he's not much fine with Kiran, I feel like. He's naraz with Kiran.
Who?
Shani.
Yes, but also Shani, I feel like he's not same as with Moi's also anymore.
With Moi's, I don't know, but with Kiran,
we didn't see much connection between, like,
but with Kiran, definitely, because I feel like he kind of is like blames his mother for
also, why is Moi's giving his also precious time a little bit to Shani?
I mean, they are showing, but he is
They
busy.
didn't show much. Literally, I am right now watching Dastak like this. Saif is coming to Shani always, tries to kidnap, and mashallah, and Kiran is like, what is happening? Kind of like scolding him, and Moiz is just Moiz, like Moiz is just
one of the
going
episodes,
around.
Shani says, "This in this house, I like the old house better. You were playing with me more there. Mama was with me." And he says, "Yes, sorry, Shani. My mom, you know, your dadi, my mom is sick, so I have to give her time."
What's Moiz doing right now? Moiz is doing what?
No, Moiz was saying this to Shani. He has his online job. He is also working with his dad. Then he's also taking care of Kiran, his mother. So I guess, but the child is, I think, being a little neglected by them. But anyway, so yes, you are right about that. I agree with you to some extent, but then I also think this way. So guys, who do you agree with? Me or Ertem on this? And Fiza Kala, I'm sure you agree with me. And if you don't, I really want to understand, like I really want to know your justification of her character, because to me, she is like an absolute nightmare.
I feel like everyone is gonna agree
honestly,
with you.
I don't even want her to be happy, have a happy ending with Kabir. Okay, I'm not that mad about her, but
I feel like everyone is gonna agree with you.
Are you? Let me know. So, let's move on to...
That's all right with Dastak.
Yeah, there isn't much.
We didn't give our ratings.
True. You had to put those, that was your...
Okay, those are here.
This week's episode.
Wait. These two. Take. Okay, this episode is...
Okay.
Should I be more like harsh or should I be like...
genuine, like what did you feel? 3,
2, 1.
Yay!
Yeah.
Same, we made the same decision. Meh. It's meh. Just because I feel like Dastak is being dragged with unnecessary plot sidelines. So meh for that. Let's move on to
Sher. Every time we are like...
Yeah. In Sher,
yes.
It happened exactly like you thought it's gonna happen. The doctor comes. They first everyone cries and everyone decides that Sher is dead. So everyone is like howling and crying, and then the doctor said, no, he's alive.
Yeah.
Your Badr Zaman Shah or Badr Rais Badr Zaman, whichever order his name is, he is dead. And then everyone paused and then, continue crying and stuff.
But that brother is so evil. Chachu, so evil.
What was Chachu's name?
Oh, good question.
Never mind. We can't remember right now. Anyways, comment below.
So evil.
Yeah.
Really so evil.
Yeah, this drama is like this, like these dushmaniya and like this kind of. So from the first episode it was like this. So I'm like, okay, I am right now not gonna take much that into account, but still, it whenever it comes, because we like more realistic dramas.
Yeah.
More, this is more like hyper reality. So for example, when the Fajr's family hears that the father is, by the way, in these 2 episodes we barely saw Fajr, right? We didn't see her. I just realized that we never didn't see her. Anyway, so in these, I was saying, when Fajr's family learns that Rais Zaman Shah is dead, they are like, ha ha ha, like, what, like they were just gleeful about it, especially Kaka ji. Kaka Saab. Why this Kaka Saab needs a chanta? It is really so bad.
Kaka means poop in Turkish.
Yes, guys. Yes. We should have, word of the day should have been this.
True. Word of the day could be like Kaka.
Yes, I know this because my cousins, they told us this years ago that Kaka is poop. But Kaka is actually baby in Punjabi. Kaka. Tada Kaka kenna pyara hai. Like, say your baby is so cute. How was my Punjabi? Comment below. I'm gonna say for everything, comment below.
Yeah.
So, as I was saying,
before, maybe also we should mention, like, it was Sher's walima. Was it walima? Am I right?
No, Sher's Mehndi.
Okay. So they were doing that, but then the evil brother and evil sons, they planned something. So Sher and his father
the factory was on fire.
Yes, the factory was on fire. So Sher and his father was going on the road, and there were like 2 trucks. One was in the front and one was in the back. So they literally went to them, like, to make them do the accident.
Yes. So it caused an accident, and so now what's his name? I was gonna say Zawar, but he's not Zawar. Sher, the title character. He is in kind of like a coma. He has attained severe brain injury. So the Chachu and son are already plotting how they're gonna get rid of him. And then we see that the Pupo, like the sister from abroad, comes when she hears her brother is dead and stuff. I mean, I will say, how did you like the funeral scene? The acting and grief and everything.
Honestly, I still don't like Chachu's, like, evil brothers. I mean, the acting is also...
I'm not saying the character, like, in general, the acting and stuff.
It was fine, I guess. The girls were crying.
I think both Atiq Ordo and Munazza Arif, the 2 wives, I feel like their acting was really nice. I liked it, and it was both suited their characters. Like how the other one was more somber. The one shares already her son is also in coma, so her grief was more intense. I like that. The daughters were just like crying all the time. Okay, fine. And then also when this news goes to the Pupo, Taj Pupo, in Fajr's Pupo, I mean, and because this man, Badr Zaman Shah, I hope I'm saying his name right, was her fiance, so her reaction I really liked. Also, we finally know where she, like, I mean, we knew this from before, but we know more, like there's a proof that she has a heart, because she goes upstairs, she leaves her breakfast, and she completely breaks down and opens her old letters from the guy and grief. So I actually like that scene, but she is still full of bitterness, because when her younger brother comes back from London, she's again taunting his wife and everything. So I mean, honestly, there's not much to say for these episodes.
There's not much to say, and like, in Pakistani shows, sometimes evil characters are so unbearable, really. When I watch it, so that Pupo, I really
this kind of evil character, because this is like over the top.
Yes, definitely OTT. That Pupo I don't like. Even in Dastak, that Fiza Hala. Fiza Hala is better than this Pupo.
That is more...
I'm comparing different shows right now, but
Dastak is in a different kind of category. It's not melodrama like this. This is like melodrama over the top. You will, just enjoy the over the topness.
Also, I don't know. I don't want to be more harsh actually, but I don't know if this show deserves 10 million views.
That's another debate. Guys, comment below.
Again, comment below. Yes, please.
This whole
they can be like of course they can say no, it deserves. I am fine with that. Like,
But you know how there
Okay.
are some movies that we watch that are more artistic and stuff, but then there are popcorn movies like Fast and Furious type, right? There is no much sense. It's just over the top, unrealistic
Yes,
stuff
but-
going on, but it's fun to watch.
but I don't like sometimes in some movies and shows, for example, the actors are so nice and the stories behind them.
yeah,
This show, I don't know if I should say the same thing, but I feel
The
like it's a
actors are
very,
good, but-
very regular show. This is
Yeah.
very regular.
so
I
yeah.
like Behroopia, Rajarani. These are very unique. Dastak even actually is unique. I feel like this is, whole story is explaining about how a divorced woman like is finding
It's
another
more on social messaging.
social messaging and
Yeah.
like
But Sher is more just drama.
you were fixing, right?
Yeah.
You can
Drama.
fix a little bit more maybe. Okay, sorry. So no, I was saying like this show Sher. I don't know. Really, I don't know. Like, I mean, I understand the
It's
story.
not your cup of
There are
tea.
there are two families. They are like
Dispute, they
yes,
conflict.
in any like they are
Enemies.
enemies of each
Dushman.
other, düşmani.
Mhm.
And I don't know, some girls just escape from that house to house A, I will say, house A to B, then from B to A.
Yeah, I will say for me again, if I was not, we were not reviewing,
Yeah.
I will not be watching this.
But
show.
I feel like this. Oh, sorry, I cut your actually sentence. But this show can be better maybe in the upcoming episodes. Maybe because I feel like if Cher is gonna end in mental
Mhm,
asylum or somewhere, I feel like then this show is gonna be different.
mhm.
Right now, I feel like it's very regular.
He will go there. Don't worry. So you'll get your wish film. Then let's
No,
see.
it's not my wish, but like I just
To
want
make the show
story.
interesting. Why not?
Yeah, of
Yeah.
course.
I will just say there was one scene between Fajr's mom and Fajr's puppo who comes back from London. There is a scene where she is saying, "I'm so sorry, Bhabhi, because of my brother's son, Fajr had to face all this." But Fajr's mother said, "No, our daughter didn't have to do this. We gave her education, we gave her money, we gave her all the privileges. She still made this decision, so it's all her responsibility also." And I really like that she's holding her daughter accountable for, because it was her stupid decision to run off, especially on her wedding day. Yaar, why would you do that? Of course, it would bring a lot of dishonor to your family. Why would you do that? So I actually like that. But anyways, you know, other than that, it's a typical story as of yet. But as you were saying, which we saw in the promos and stuff, something they're gonna do, make him go crazy or whatever, and he's probably gonna end up in the asylum where Fajr works. So then the story will be interesting because
will be
that is
interesting.
something unique.
I mean, I don't want any sad ending or sad. Like,
I
I'm
don't
not
think it will
talking
be
about
sad
tragic.
I don't think it's that kind of a drama with the sad ending, but definitely more evilness to come.
Of
Yes,
evilness.
because the two brothers, now that he's dead,
Honestly, actually, I don't want
the
more
two
evilness.
brothers, you know, the
Yeah.
two sons, Fahad and Ahad, the evil brothers. Now that the father, their what is it called? Their father-in-law is dead, and Sher will be out of
Ahad
the
is-
picture. They're gonna treat their wife so bad.
Ahad is loser. Fahad is another loser. Like
Loser
literally,
number
they are
one,
like
loser number two.
yes, they are like
Loser. I used to do that. Like, you are a major loser. I forgot I used to be very fast with that. So, Ahad Fahad, you are a major loser.
nice.
So, guys, on that note, let's give our rating and let's
Give our
move.
rating then. Okay.
Okay.
Okay. 3, 2, 1.
Huh. Mine is good
Yeah, mine
because
is-
for this kind of show, I am buying it already. So, in that way, good.
For me, it is meh.
Meh.
Orta.
Meh. On that note, let's move on to
Behroopia.
yay. Guys, Behroopia is a story. Sometimes it confuses me. Sometimes it gets me excited. Sometimes I'm like, why would you make that decision, Zara?
Yeah.
Zara Hanım. Neden?
Sarah Hanım.
But what is your opinion?
In these episodes, Mikhail was trying to be more better, like
Kind.
not more better, just like I can say, better. He
To
was trying
Zara.
to be
Yeah.
like Zara.
He is
but I
gonna.
didn't say anything, mashallah.
He is. Okay, say. He was trying to be
Yes,
nicer to Zara. Then
Yes. And no, like his personalities were changing a little bit more, but this time not evil. This time his mother and like coming and stuff it was, and he was obsessed with, of course, Saim, and he like invited Saim also. So generally speaking, these episodes I feel like not much things happened. So guys, you didn't lose much things right now if you didn't watch these episodes. You didn't miss much. But like, what action can happen more? Actually, I don't know, because the last episodes were so much in the high. For example, Temur was like threatening Zara.
yeah.
So with gun,
these were a little less.
These were a little
intense.
bit like, it was going down.
Which it should be. The drama should have its ups.
True.
I will say,
generally this was my comment.
I was going to say, there were a few things they brought up in the show where I was like, they did not establish this. For example, they showed, like Puppo is talking, telling Mikael asked her, can you tell me about Saim and Zara and stuff? She says, they were like inseparable. They were friends, in love with each other since childhood. They were like this, they were like that. Then Zara married you because
but I didn't like
as
Saim
revenge
much, she said also.
as a revenge to Saim. I'm like, I did not feel this between Zara and Saim. Their relationship from the beginning when they showed us seemed very strained. So I did not get any much love between them, especially from Saim's side. He seemed very indifferent to Zara. So I'm like, suddenly Saim is so much concerned about Zara. Where is it coming from? I did not buy it. So I feel like there is a lack of direction and storytelling in that. That was a flaw for me. Another thing which I've been now battling inside my head for a few episodes is Anaya's character. I understand you have a grey character, but Anaya's behavior from beginning of the show to now is very different. First, she seemed more concerned about Mikael. She didn't want him to marry another girl because he will hurt her. Then she was kind of nice to Zara. Now suddenly she's so bad to Zara, and she provokes Mikael against Zara. And even her own mother, and her mother is like, why are you being
Anaya's actually character, I am really confused.
And her own husband.
I am really confused with Anaya's character, because why? Also, I mentioned this, I guess.
Confusing.
Yes, I mentioned this, I guess, before also. Anaya is, for example, when Mikael does something, sometimes also she in this episode also she said, I guess, which character are you, kind of like, which one?
Who are you?
Who are you? So she like, don't do this and stuff. So like, she's very angry with Mikael, and she's like, stop this, because what are you doing? She's getting angry with Mikael, but when Mikael something also to Zara, also she's bad to Zara also. So I don't understand which side Anaya is right now, with which side in like
she's seeming very evil, even sometimes more than Mikael.
Is she in, like, I don't know, Zara's side? Definitely not. And Mikael's side, sometimes
she seems
I
to be
feel
manipulating him also.
I don't understand.
So Anaya's personality, and also first she was defending her husband to Mikael in the beginning episodes, and now she's literally so rude to her husband also. So my understanding, because I'm trying to find a justification for her such different change in character, change in behavior. I was saying to you, maybe she's just jealous of Zara because she sees that Mikael obviously wants her attention, Zara, but also her husband is being sympathetic towards Zara, so she's doubting her husband's intentions. That's why she's being such a bee to Zara. If this is what is it, they haven't clarified this at all. So this is just my thinking. I mean, you should make it clear in your writing. Other than that, honestly, as you said, Mikael is trying to be nice to Zara to lure her into a sense of like safety, and then he's gonna attack her because he's gonna either throw Saim at her. He's gonna do something crazy. This is like the calm before the storm. You know that Mahavra proverb. It feels like that. Like you said, it was very high intensity previous episode.
Now it went down.
It went low because it's gonna go very high again. So I am worried about Saim's safety. I feel like something's Saim. And lastly, because I don't know if I have anything else to say. Actually, there was that whole scene, Puppo getting stood up by her boyfriend. I also think actually, but that the guy who like she was talking on the phone is Mikael. Yes, Mikael is using Puppo to get information about Zara. Also, this time there was a picture on the phone on WhatsApp, but definitely that's catfishing, like a different.
True. Do you think what did he do with that money? Is there anything?
Why would he steal the money?
So my thing is no. I will just say, in the later episodes, upcoming episodes, do you think there will be something with that money also? It will come. For example, why did he do that with that money? Like,
true. If it's Mika, why did he use the money? Yeah, that's a nice question. I don't know.
they didn't justify that. Also, that father, mashallah, he's very rich.
10
I guess
lakh.
he forgot the money. He's literally he forgot the money.
Yeah, unbelievable to me, but okay, whatever.
Yeah.
You mentioned father, so that was my second point. Another flaw I find in this show is the parents. Why can't you just go to your daughter's house, Zara's house, and check on in her, like as a surprise visit? Like when you adopt a baby, or when you do, there are the social services people make surprise visits to see how the child is being treated and stuff. You don't inform the parents, so because they know there is something sus. Go visit your daughter, bhai, see if she's fine. They have completely given up. We will call her, okay, whatever. And her mother especially, I am like so annoyed with the mother.
And the father came to also even Mikhail's office.
Yes.
Instead of office, maybe come to house.
Exactly, that's my point. He's like, I wanted to ask you how's Zara. You will ask your husband who is under suspicion.
And Mikhail was saying, you don't need to come here to ask. You can call. You can call anytime, Zara. Like.
And also the father is suspicious because he's trying to ask Atif, Mikhail, does he have this? He's taking medicines. It means he's already suspicious. Then Mikhail walks in, so he doesn't get an answer. So he is suspicious. Yeah, if you're suspicious, how can you play with your daughter's life? Like, at least go check in on her physically if she's fine. Sometimes on phone, obviously she can be at a gun.
And she was actually.
Yeah. So because her parents are shown to be so supportive of their daughters, so these things do not make sense. Why do you make these mistakes? I don't understand in the writing. So that was all.
That was all for me also. Like,
okay,
for me.
Should we rate?
Wait, but can I think something? I cannot decide. Okay. Okay. 3, 2, 1. Actually, I was gonna do.
I was also good.
I was going around but you know why I did this?
Why?
Because I like this show. I don't want to be biased.
Actually, Faisal Qureshi's acting as his mother when he goes to Zara was awesome. So for that, very good. But for the overall show, because of the flaws, for me, meh.
Okay. Yeah.
So guys, let's move on to a very
short of Humraaz.
Guys, Erdem, like I mentioned in the beginning of the review, Erdem didn't watch these episodes. I watched these episodes and I regret. It was better to not have watched these episodes. Roasted my mind. I went crazy. This is a lunatic drama. I just want Saim's character, played by Feroz Khan.
His name was Saim by Saim.
To basically just go on top of the cliff and jump, because he is such a nuisance. His girlfriend, by the way, to tell you, his girlfriend is getting married and he's like, like his ex-girlfriend, fiance, whatever she was. And he said, yeah, okay, whatever. And he's literally terrorizing the girl now, Sarah, with bloody clothes, with flashlights at her car.
I didn't know his girlfriend is getting married right now.
Yes, she's getting married and he's like over it already. And I am just done with this story. Such a weak premise, such weak dialogue, and by the way, he comes and goes out of the house, no CCTV footage cameras you have, and whole family is on the holiday, and he comes and pushes Zara into the swimming pool. No one sees. Everyone is now thinking she's crazy. How many with so many guards?
Pushed him?
Yes, pushed her, and no one is seeing. How can it be true? You are not. And also he just strolls in and strolls out.
But he has a guy inside.
No, in another house they go there also. And also, that the servants, both the daughter and the father, are so unbearable to me. And also the mothers. Ahmed's mother, Ahmed's mother. She detests Zara so much. It is annoying. Ahmer's mother, I don't understand, if you hated your own niece so much, why would you allow or let your son marry her? Like, then show, like, she, without any reason, her niece goes out to buy her medicine, her tire gets punctured thanks to Saim, and so she's like, oh, she intentionally did that, she just wants your attention, she wants me to be ill. Yeah, where is all this coming from? She's just like her mother. There is no justification of, I don't like when in dramas without justification, like we were talking about Dastak a little bit, but this is next level. Like, Dastak definitely doesn't even compare with this atrocity of a drama. And my review ends here before I explode.
Then can we say like,
And this is actually good. We don't have a worse rating than this, but if I could, I would say extremely bad, annoying. This show should end. They should show the last episode so that he finds out this is not the real Sarah and we can all be forgiven.
can we say like I'm glad actually I didn't watch.
Definitely. You had a nice outing with your friends while I suffered watching this drama. I had nothing else to do. So guys, that's all for today. Let's move on to
word of the day.
Today's word. What was the word?
Today's word is, the drama.
Sher.
Sher.
What is Sher in Turkish? Actually, some Pakistani people know.
Before in English, it is lion. So it is in Turkish, it is aslan.
Which is my brother's name. My brother's name is Arsalan, but in Turkish you say Aslan, which is
Aslan.
Aslan, A-S-L-A-N.
But there is also, actually, Aslan is not name, Arslan. There is a name,
okay,
Arslan with A-R.
Does that mean lion?
Some animal kind of, again, Arslan is
Some
kind
animal, I guess.
No, like...
So imagine it's a donkey and I don't know, like my brother
donkey,
is named after a donkey.
No, Arslan is also kind of animal, but Aslan is lion.
Lion.
So Arslan is more like a human name.
Human.
But, yes. But Aslan. In Turkish, it is Aslan.
So guys, comment below what do you think of this name.
Please comment below, guys. And
by the way, please, what should we do with Humraaz? Should I just bang my head to the wall? And next time we review Humraaz, instead of reviewing, we will just do this. Then you understand this is our reaction.
Still, it is continuing
because I don't
the
think
same
this is going to improve.
pace.
Nope.
By the way, Humraaz just review, I guess, took 2 minutes.
Yeah.
Like even 1.5
even
or
that
2.
is too much of my time wasted. That's all. Let's say Khuda Hafiz.
Khuda Hafiz. Allah Hafiz.
Thanks for watching. Like,
share,
subscribe.
This is so girly.
No, it isn't.